Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video we're jumping into the Star Wars new season, and we're going to be working on the week 1 quests. It's actually going to be like the second weekend, but you start out with week 0. We got one more quest for week 0, it's going to be the thermal imploders. We just couldn't get any of them to land, we only need 3 to land, so we'll do that in this video. And we're also going to be working on the alignments. It took us a while to figure out how to actually get the alignments to work. As per usual, we have a scenic view for dropping in, just to give a nice calm, pleasant viewing before the rampage. We didn't notice this was the Pro-Am bus for about 3 or 4 games in, because as you can see we didn't turn the camera at all, we were just gliding right in. And then after I realized that it was a Pro-Am bus, I started thinking I was in the Pro-Am, but that's when I realized these were all pre-game players for the Pro-Am and everything. So there was a lot better players on than normal. But let's get into it. I'm not going to talk through this video though. I do want to keep it pretty much natural, and it is quite a long video. It's 33 minutes long, and I don't remember last time we put out a 33-minute long video. But here we go. We did drop in on this phone booth because one of our quests was to use the Dawn phone booth to change skins and disguise. So here's our first Imploder victim. As you can see, it landed and he took off, so it is an NPC because the real player wouldn't have realized it. We actually hit both of these guys. The first one eliminated the first opponent, and the second one actually threw this guy back. So this would have been a perfect spot to drop an Imploder, but we don't have any at the moment. So our first alignment we're going to join is going to be Darth Sidious here. The red alignment. And it took me a while also to figure out that you need 2 separate training sessions in a single day's gameplay, and we weren't doing that either. So I think we only did 1 and then did some quests and then didn't understand why we couldn't complete that. But it was because you have to do 2 different trainings in the same day. So we slid off this building and landed our second shot miraculously. I was actually pretty surprised when it landed. And we've seen these guys battling with lightsabers, so I didn't really want to interfere. I just stuck around and waited for him to win or lose. And obviously the one with lightsaber did win. So I did start engaging here. So we do have a victory royale at the end, and it's going to be our first crown victory royale of the Star Wars season. So we're desperately needing white heals here, and as you can see this guy is following into our zone, but I believe it's just because this is the new zone. And I never really practiced with this lightning that you get with the red portal quests or alignment. And we just now realized where this third remaining person's going to be. So once you start using the electric fingers, it takes 12 seconds to recharge, so it was kind of a waste there. But somebody else got this elimination. We really wanted this chug jug, but we knew there was somebody behind because this guy is the one that eliminated the other opponent. He actually blocked us, and then we slapped him with an ACP shot. Once we got to the chug, we realized there's only 10 health charge in it, so it's literally not going to do much at all. So we're going to have to go back down and get the splashes. We are in top 2 situation here. We have 8 eliminations. So we should have no-scoped this guy as we were coming down. And now he's just going to go slap away with the lightsaber. We did block him in a little bit here. And our builds turned on us. We had to flip this back around. So at this point I was thinking I should shock him with our lightsaber power. We only have one more slap juice here. And this guy's healing with a water sprite, I guess. Once again, I failed with the lightning. So that's going to be something we're going to have to learn, like our distances and everything. We probably could have eliminated this guy with the ACP, but we're trying to get a lightsaber Victory Royale, and we did fumble this one here. But stay tuned, our Victory Royale is coming up. We did get a Jack of all trades achievement as well for using several different items. We ran around this map for a while trying to find our X-Wing so we can do this quest, and we just couldn't find one. We actually had like a 5 or 6 minute battle with this one guy here. As you can see, we're both outside of the new zone. So I should have threw a thermal imploder down before shockwaving away, but I didn't. We don't have any more shields here. We have plenty of builds, so we just decided to shield build and shockwave away when he shockwaves towards us. So we do end up using our imploder, or our thermal imploder here. He's hiding behind the tree, so we just decided to not allow him to hide anymore. The first imploder worked though, so we didn't need the second one. And we didn't know where he flew off to. As you can see, he's behind this tree over here. He does have the best SMG in the game, and I don't know what level ranking it is. I'm kind of afraid because this thing can shred you once you get to the blue. That was my last thermal imploder. And now the zone's pushing in on us. We both need to get out of here. So he's just shooting at the bottom of my builds here, trying to drop me down. So this is where we started focusing more on the bus because it was a pro-am, and I just thought it was pretty cool seeing the logo. think this was the day of the Pro-Am. He actually did get away here. We tagged him one more time before he hopped in the vehicle. And we went looking for him. We should have ran with our lightsaber, but could not find him. I believe this is the guy down here. Because of the wings. It's kind of rare for people to be wearing the same kind of custom setup. We almost get sniped here. As you can see, the lightsaber went flying past our heads. And this guy has a sniper, but we get beamed from across the map, and there's no scope, so either he was no-scoping with a sniper, or he was smacking us hard with something else. That was a crazy elimination, though. So one of our quests is to get eliminations on the stormtroopers. We need 5 in total, which we get here. As you can see, it says 2 out of 3. And now we just have to recruit Han Solo. So we do make it all the way back to the base. And he wasn't there because it was in the storm. So we just took the X-Wing here and flew out. We didn't actually see the TIE fighter until he was firing on us. And then he was relentless here, he just kept going. I tried editing a window to blast on him, but as you can see that didn't work either. And we do have bandies, so we should have started healing, but I realized the zone was pushing us and we're in top 10. And one more blow up from the TIE fighter and that will eliminate us. As you can see, we have 30 health, and it takes 30 health when the ship blows up. So this is our first experience of actually losing a game while being in an aircraft. So it's kind of hard to understand how you get a rank up in the alignment quests here, but we did figure it out. This guy's honking at me, and I was confused on what the hell he wanted. I do not team or do any of that kind of stuff because I don't want to lose anything that I built up over the last 7 years. So all I knew was he was trying to drive me somewhere. I was assuming he was going to drive me out of zone and just ditch me in the middle of the storm. But he ended up taking us over to the little wind sprite over here underneath the floating island and pretty much signaling me to drive through. After thinking about it, I was thinking maybe he wanted me to fly through it and go up on the island and fight for a video or something. I don't know. I could not figure out what he wanted. So as you can see here, he's pointing go through the thing. But that's not going to explain much of anything. You can see he's saying run through it, so we tried driving through it, and that did nothing for us. So I did turn back around to give him his car back. He already went through the wind sprite. So I decided to get out and have him show me what he wanted me to do, because you can see I failed here. He didn't realize that I gave him the driver's seat, so we sat there for a second, and then he just went in on this build fight over here. I kind of just sat back and watched because, like I said, I didn't want to be a part of a teaming session. So these guys are trying to get into the vehicle. They didn't realize there was already a passenger. So he does hit this guy, and I don't understand how. So this guy shockwave away, and he died. This is what I was trying to figure out how it actually eliminated him, but I think maybe he hit the car after he shockwaved, and that's how he got eliminated. And then he got out and battled this person. So we sat back and watched. But he did get eliminated here. We finished this guy off. This guy's got a chug though, so we wanted to get in here and finish him off before he finished the chug, and he just jumped to his own elimination. We wanted to to grab this chug so that we can get some heals, but it was pretty dead too. There's only 30 health in it. So we got 4 people remaining with 4 eliminations. After this whole car scenario, I was kind of confused about everything that's happened from that point on. So there was just a guy standing on this hill when I came up. So one person was over here with a TIE fighter, and then the person that took Emma out is at the TIE fighter still. It's going to be 1v1 here with 5 eliminations. So I realized that we're both waiting for some heals here. I didn't want to travel into storm, so I tried taking a pop shot on him over this wall, but we did miss. We almost got eliminated from the fall damage. But he tried shocking us, and we got the elimination with the shotty. That's going to be our first Crown Victory Royale of the Star Wars season. If you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and click subscribe. Thanks again. Stay safe. Stay positive. Have an amazing day. We also got Royal Preservation achievement because it's a Victory Royale Crown win